Yo, what is going on, you crinkly Carnivine? Today we're playing some games with Kyurem, coming at you with quite the meme deck today. So the point of the deck, you set up these Kyurems using Frostmoth, and then you attack with the Hail Prison, which says, for water colors, we do 110 damage, and then we can discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Your opponent's active is now paralyzed. And then we trap it in the active, and we knock it out eventually, and they knock us out, and then we repeat. Now, I know a lot of decks play Switch right now, but we only give up 1 prize card. Kind of the goal of the deck is to kind of run our opponent out of Switch, or catch him with a Switchless hand sometimes, and then get free prize cards there. Like I said, it is kind of a meme deck, but it's pretty fun. So I want to show it to you guys here today on the stream. So you got the 4 Kyurem, 4/4 Frostmoth, no comms. Instead of going Great Ball, Quick Ball, actually Great Ball, Quick Ball, 2 comms, not full comms. We're going heavy Great Ball before heavy comm. We don't play that much Pokemon. We play 15, and a lot of it wants to come and play immediately as you draw it. Early Snums, any Kyurems we draw want to be put in play. Mew is a little bit more situational, I guess. Mew's really only in here because Pikarom is a deck right now, and we don't want to give up 2 prizes to a Tag Bolt at some point, so we play a Mew. You can also be good at cleaning stuff up sometimes too, as well. 4 Mighty 4 Research, of course, as our draw supporters. 2 Boss's Orders. We don't have to gust very often, but sometimes we do want to. 3 Training Court. Gotta recover the energy. We discard 2 energy every time we attack with the Hail Prison. So as long as we're paralyzing. I mean, I guess we're always discarding because it's our only attack. So we have to play Training Court because we gotta recover our energy. I've thought about putting a 4 Training Court in, but I guess 3 has been okay. Play 2 Ordinary Rod because we do want to find. We don't want to set up like 6 Kyurems throughout a game. But I play 2 because you gotta find it pretty fast. I already mentioned the comms and the quick balls. 2 switch, 4 air balloon. Now the reason we do this is because if our Kyurem gets knocked out, we can have an air balloon on a Snom or a Frostmoth, and that's great. If our Kyurem doesn't get knocked out, but we want to attack again, we could just put an air balloon on our Kyurem, retreat it to a new Kyurem, and then we have another air balloon on a Kyurem, and then that Kyurem can come back up with the air balloon after the other Kyurem dies. We paralyze something else with it again, and then they don't do anything for the turn, and then we can once again retreat that Kyurem and get out of the active. So we could play more Switch, but more air balloon is kind of more versatile. Sets up like that initial pivot, put it on like, you know, one of our draw support Pokemon, the Denny or the Crobat, the Mew or the Snom, to have a constant pivot. But then if we want to be moving one of our Kyurems around as well, because once it attacks, it discards the energy, so we can't retreat it unless we want to attach there, but we don't want to waste energy. So more air balloons. Switches don't really do anything in the deck, so more air balloons basically does the same thing for the most part. Still play 2 switch. It's important to make sure we can move our Pokemon a lot with this deck, so we also still play 2 switch. And that's the list. I don't really have anything else to say. Let's go ahead, let's get into some games. All right, into our first game. We are going second. We did lose the coin flip, and our opening hand is not very good. Even if we were somehow to get a Crobat off the Great Ball, we would still be in a terrible position. So we're gonna need something else. We're up against Sandygast Mill. All right, this got really interesting. We're gonna lose an Ordinary Rod up against a Mill deck on the first turn as well, which is not good. Bench Nom. I don't like it. We're gonna research. I could have waited a turn. Maybe went Frostmoth first. We still do have 2 more Frostmoths in the deck, so finding a Kyurem and attaching to it. I'm not gonna put Training Court in play yet, just in case they play a Stadium. I'd like to bump and then put in play myself. No need for the second Snom, I don't think so. I don't even think I'm gonna bench a second Snom. I think I'm just gonna pass. Would have been nice to switch into the Kyurem and use that Call Forth Cold, guarantee an attack next turn, but gonna have to go with this. Oh, Galarian Mine. All right, yeah, I'm really happy I kept the Training Court. Really happy I kept the Training Court around. Here comes that Collect. They got heads. They Yell Grunted and then Collect. All right. I'm gonna research here because we might want to hard retreat the Denny, but if we get a switch card, we'd probably rather switch it out. Do have to get a Frostmoth here. I don't know how aggressive I want to be with Thin. We do need 2 Kyurem in play, so we can do like the good old air balloon switching between them. Frostmoth would be great. Good. I didn't want to use the Ordinary Rod yet because I want to maximize it, and I am going to Training Court for an energy here. If you guys are wondering why I didn't Ordinary Rod more Frostmoth back in the deck there, I could have done that. Maybe that was the better play overall. I do want to be kind of aggressive here. I mean, because I can like go, I can training court first. I don't lose the energy guaranteed or anything like that. So, all right, Hail Prison got our first knockout, but it's gonna be an uphill bet. We don't even one shot Palo Sands. Yeah, we don't even one shot them. This is gonna be tough, man. A Marnie is good though. That'll reset our hand. And if our opponent has a pretty good hand, we can reset their hand as well if we think they have a pretty good hand. They have a doll and a great ball. That's a muck. No Pokemon for it though. Looks like it might just be the sand sink for a turn, and then we get to paralyze them. We're not gonna Marnie. They got the Bird Keeper. Maybe we will just Marnie. We'll see. We'll see completely what they do. Yellhorn again. All right. Good thing we play a lot of air balloons. Good thing. Yeah, they're like trying to be as disruptive as possible here. They got the Galarian Mines, Yellhorns. All right. To both double moth, double water, and I think I'm gonna research here. Yeah, my opponent had like, they didn't even attack with the, we do have to go through this thing, but we could Aurora Beam knock this out instead, and I guess we could also hit with Frostmoth to set up the 2-hit KO on. Yeah, we could go with the Aurora Beam knockout instead. That way I don't lose a bunch of energy. I like that. We do lose 2 cards because we are knocking out a shovel. But it'll be fine. I mean, I don't have that many cards left already. Only 22 cards left. I have 5 prize cards left. Yeah, we can hit this with Aurora Beam. That means they do get to get another turn. I maybe do still want to go into that. I Hail Blizzard first and then retreat Aurora Beam. That's what we'll do. We're gonna go Hail Blizzard, and then that's a lot of energy gone though. Maybe I can get an air balloon for what they get there, and maybe I can get an air balloon for this Frostmoth. Only 17 cards left. I don't want to do it. I don't want to use any cards though. An Ice Dance. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the setup though. Hard retreat. No air balloon this time around. All right, Hail Blizzard, and we're gonna go into the Aurora Beam. We can find. We have 2 air balloons left. We can find one of those 2 air balloons for this guy and just keep doing this combo. We'll be okay. I'm not confident we'll win the game or anything at this point. There's another Yellhorn. Alrighty. Ooh, that does remove the paralysis. So now they have a 50-50 here. It does remove paralysis when they use Yellhorn. They got another one. They only have 1 left to pull off that combo. So now they can 50-50 on the Sand Sink. That's super cute, actually. That's super cute. I didn't really think about that happening. I would still play the game out this way to force them to have a Yellhorn. Oh, they're not going to take it. I mean, it kind of makes sense for them to not take it as well because they don't want to get, you know, knock themselves out, I guess. All right, our opponent still dead drawing. That's good for us. They've been dead drawing pretty much this whole game. They did have that Bird Keeper, but, you know, that's not really winning them any games. All right, discard 2 is a boss. The boss would have been nice. We lost the water as well. Air balloon. I don't know if I have any prize. Did not get one. We're in a pretty good situation to close. No, they got another one. They got a Sandy S. All right, this guy's got 120, so we can actually wait a turn. No air balloon hits, please. Just a quick ball. That's good. That means we have a lot of I don't know, time to use training court. Yeah, we hit it for 31st. I'm going to just manually attach. Don't even click into a beam. Yeah, we won't knock it out with the Hail Blizzard. There's no reason to Hail Blizzard this because if they scoop up net it, they scoop up net it. I'm just kind of wasting energy. All right, now we're gonna Hail Blizzard. Once again, our energy situation is a little bit awkward. We do have this training court that's been stuck for a while, which is good. Oh, I could have put an extra energy here to pressure this guy, I guess. I should have put an extra energy on the... I messed up there. I should have put this last energy on my Kyurem so I could pressure this guy. Now I can't knock this guy out this turn unless I get my... No, I'm out of switch. I would need kind of a miracle, to be honest. We can see what's in our deck to see if we can actually pull it off. Air Balloon, 3 water. So it is possible for us to win this turn. I'm trying to think how likely it is, though. Can we see our whole deck? We can maybe see our whole deck here. We just need 2 of the 3 water. I think we can do it here. We can do this. We can actually pretty much see our whole deck here. So we can go Ice Dance here. Quick Ball and Marnie. Fail. Great Ball. Fail. And then we Crobat for 4. Round 1. Ice Dance. Wait, that's all we need actually, because we have Training Court. Okay, because I had 1 in hand. We only need 1 of the 3 water. We always go for this here. And we're always guaranteed it too. Actually, we see, yeah. Then I draw 5, and yeah, we would have seen every card except 1. So if we actually even did need 2 water, we still would be able to find it. All right. Danny Gas Mill, Palossand Mill, whatever you want to call it, not able to keep up. Definitely didn't draw perfectly, but I have to imagine that deck doesn't draw perfectly very often. We get a dub. All right, into another one. We did win the coin flip. I've been choosing to go second with this deck. Gives me like that extra turn to like set up stuff, and it's felt pretty good to go second, so we're gonna go second again here. It also gives us that call forth cold turn 1, so we can set up for a turn 2 attack, which is pretty nice. Goon in my opponent's active, and then here comes a Cherish Ball. Welder Mewtwo is my initial thought here, but it could be ADP-zation. ADP-zation is a terrible matchup for us. It's really bad. It's a Dedenne this time on the Cherish Ball. It's a Coco, thank goodness. A Pikarom. Pikarom's fine. Not a good or bad matchup, I would say. Just kind of is. Mallow and Lana, that's not good for us though. That's something we don't want to see in our opponent's deck. They probably play Eldegoss. They almost for sure play Eldegoss if they play Mallow and Lana in their deck. So almost all Pikaroms play Eldegoss anyways. Oh, there's a counter stadium off the rip as well. That sucks. Ooh, but Lightning Energy to Dene off the rip. It's Tag Call Peak. You don't see this very often anymore. Tag Call Peak. You don't see that very much anymore. Lightning Energy to the Dedenne on the turn 1 is not good at all. Yeah, that's just not good. That's good for us though. All right, this grab Snom. Probably I'm thinking probably 2 Kyurem. I don't think this Snom's gonna the Snom. No, but if the Snom does die, we are gonna call forth cold, so it's okay if the Snom does die actually. Well, we don't want him to die, but if he does, it's okay. I don't want to put this down too early and have it just get KO'd before it would be relevant, so call forth cold. Yeah, our opponent might get full blitz off next turn, but they might not. They could, like Tasha Pikarom, Coco. They definitely probably would have it if they'd actually attached to a Pikarom, but they missed that opportunity. So yeah, I mean, that didn't happen. Yep. Our hand, not ridiculously good. We do have Crobat and Dedenne in the deck though, and we do have a Great Ball, so that could find us some. Hopefully for us, ideally, our opponent just falls behind a turn here. Optimally, they fall behind a turn here. We'll see what that actually happens though. Yeah, hopefully they just whiff this full blitz this turn, and then we are able to get an advantage. They got nothing. All right, that's perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. I don't have the Great Ball now. Put it there. Still don't want to bench the Mew, because like they could go like Coco Prism, attach, boss, full blitz KO Mew. We don't want that to happen, so we don't want to give them that option. Take the Zigzagoon knockout. Our actors probably, they could have boss KO Frostmoth here, which would be pretty bad. So maybe I should have Great Ball to try and find a Snom. Only problem with that though is I have between Snom and Dedenne or Crobat. I mean, with my current hand, I feel like I have to take the Dedenne or Crobat, but maybe they just won't get the boss KO Moth, and then we can just kind of chill. But they could definitely have boss KO Moth here, and then we would be in big trouble for sure. 2 left. Hopefully Training Card also sticks for the rest of the game. Yeah, no boss, please, Mr. Pikarom. I could have also put the 4th energy here, but then if they just KO my active, I just go down so much energy. That's why I was thinking I didn't want to do that there. All right, KO's gone. They've used 0 switch, and they probably play 4, so that's something we have to deal with. Our opponent has a lot of switch cards left. They also play that Mallow and Lana, like I mentioned, which is going to be kind of the worst thing for us to have to deal with here, I feel like, overall. All right, Mew's coming down now. Gonna play this Great Ball. Fresh Kyurem. Air Balloon. put it on the Kyurem I'm about to attack with. This is kind of like the play I was setting up for. I'm talking about setting up for in the intro. It's just like using it, basically. That's a lot of energy. That is very good. Ice Dance. That's a lot of energy, actually. What do we do with all this? 2, put a 3rd here, and another one here. I think I stopped there. Because if I put like 3 here, they might just bring this one up and full blitz KO it. I don't want to lose that much energy for no reason, basically. We're just trying to like not overextend. And yeah, here, I put the air balloon here. This guy lose. I could have put 4 energy here, but once again, if they have the switch combo, then I once again lose energy. I got the switch. They're moving around. Tandem shock. Boom. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to lose. I'm trying to avoid losing energy, basically. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. We got to find ourselves a Ordinary Rod here. We're about to go down 2 Kyurem. I don't even know if the 4th one's in the deck. And that's why I play 2 Ordinary Rod, because it is so important. Chase on the Moth, but we have this guy ready to go. So we're like fine with this. The Chase is Moth now. We can just get a Snom this turn. And then set up for a Moth on the next turn. We're still in the exact same spot we would have been in had they just taken more energy out of play. So not a big deal at all. We're just going to attach to the bench now. Dead change. 4, 5, and what? We got to draw supporter still. Hold up. I was gonna say, and we whiffed, but hold up. I've not whiffed yet. Marnie, can we please get ourselves a Snom 1 time? A 2 Snom. Why not? All right, Snom. Training Court. Set it up for next turn. And then we retreat. And once again, we paralyze. Hail Blizzard. Question every single turn. Going to be the whole game. Does our opponent have switch? And that's going to be the question every single turn until we win or lose. And this is how the deck works. This one's set up. Our last game was a little bit weird. A little bit of a weird matchup. This matchup a little bit more straightforward. And yeah, a little bit more straightforward. And just we set up decently. And this is it. Does our opponent have switch? Big Charm here. I think that actually makes sense. The Mew goes down. Oh no, they're setting up for the Tag Bolt. We can Ordinary Rod the Mew. We could hit Ordinary Rod plus like a Quick Ball. Mew back into play. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and let's get that combo right now. Ikaram set up. Gotta be careful of this guy. Great Ball. Go ahead and play it. Frostmoth would be cool. We can just discard this Snom as well. Moth. Training Courts. Oh, I didn't need a Training Court yet, actually. But, I mean, I was going to always Training Court and attach to the active Kyurem here. Put 2 here. Attach 1 to the active. And then Research. Can we get Ordinary Rod? Quick Ball. Calm. Quick Ball. No Ordinary Rod. All right. We're holding out on them not having Switch. They only have a 3-card hand to work with. They are down to Switch. Let's see if it sticks. Hail Blizzard. 1 time. Can we see no Switch from our opponent? Or are they just going to Tag Ball and draw their last 3 prize cards? Here we go. There's a tag call. Do they play 2 Mallow and Lana is now the question on my mind. Does our opponent play 2 Mallow and Lana? That's a peak grab. That's good for us. That's not a second Mallow and Lana. Play the first one. Play another one. Hopefully not. They have all the Quick Balls left. If they play Quick Ball. We've only seen Tag Call and Cherish Ball. I guess they don't play Quick Ball, maybe. But they do play Zigzagoon. And Quick Ball's kind of the best card in the format. So, there's a Quick Ball. Do they play Eldegoss? That's a Dedenne. That is not an Eldegoss. Okay, that's good for us. Could have gone Goss for Mallow and Lana. Hard to treat the Raichu. There goes Peak, opting to bench it. There's the Dede change. I'm sure they have 2 Switch left in their deck. Do they hit is the question. Or can we live for 1 more turn and give ourselves a chance to win? The Oranguru with the Primate Wisdom. Going 1 card. No, there is the Switch. All right. Well, it looks like we're taking the loss here. In the end, no dub for us. As long as they see the play. I guess it's possible they might not see the play. And then we have a chance, I guess. Not a very good chance. I guess it is possible they don't see the play, though. Maybe they misclick, send up a Oranguru, and don't have another Switch card to switch with. That's also possible. But I'm pretty sure we're done here. Yeah, there's a Bird Keeper. Okay. Okay. They maybe did misclick there and then had to find that Switch card off the speed lighting here. That is also possible. But yeah, here comes the tag bolt. As long as they click to Dene now at this point, and there it is. We lose. I feels like we got kind of close there. We couldn't recover the Mew. We do play 2 Ordinary Rod for this reason, to just recover our stuff when we need it. Did not find one. We had the Pokemon Search Kit. We had the Quick Ball. So if we just had the what's it called, we had a chance there. But yeah, this is that the Kyurem Paralyzing Hail Prison deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you did, give the video a like, join the comment, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.